So these are what I call opportunities. Back when I started my flower shop, I had a lot of people tell me what I can and can't do based on what they can and can't do. For example, here's somebody trying to order a container to the Vermont, of all places, Norwich, Vermont. How many know where that is?
We can't get a Kinkade to Norwich, Vermont by Christmas. That's in 3 days, can we?
Exactly. So what's the easy answer out of the gate? No, it's 3 days before Christmas. We're never going to find a Kinkade. No, we're not doing it. And then the person gets on the phone.
I guess I'm going to have to keep looking.
And now they start looking for someone else. And you know who they find? Me. Because I'm going to be the one that's going to roll up my sleeves, set the expectation, and exceed it. And here's what it looks like. When a customer calls and asks for such a thing, I'm going to first let them know, because it's 3 days before Christmas, it may be very difficult to find that container. Never mind somebody to have the flowers and deliver it, right? So explain that to the customer. Now that you've done that, the customer can make a decision. So what I told them was, all right, we will try to find a container for you in that area, but because the chances are slim to none, I'd like to have a backup of a mixed, beautiful seasonal arrangement to complement the home and recognize the season with the flowers. You know, mixed greens and flowers, whatever's available in the Vermont area at the time I'm calling them. So the person was more than okay with that. See, you won't know unless you ask. So by asking that question, that was one step more than anyone else was doing, because all the other flower shops were quick to say, no, of course not. It's right before Christmas. Why would we? Isn't that why we're in business? Aren't we in business to make the customer happy? So once again, it's the effort, it's the time that we put into it. It's really the service that makes us different from our competition. And all of you have the ability to do this as well. So when I start calling the flower shops, I'm getting a lot of resistance. I don't have the container, there's no way, and it's only at this point 2 days before Christmas. What are we gonna do? It's a 40-mile delivery. I mean, so now I have my budget, which is $100 to work with. The customer did say, if you need a little more, I understand, because he knows where it's going to. It's a tough area for delivery. So I started making some phone calls. I found a wonderful lady in Hanover, and she says, geez, you know, once again, I'll help you find someone, but I really don't go there. I really don't do this. I really don't do that. At the end of the day, through a decent conversation, she said, I'll go ahead and take it for you. You know, that's what the flower industry should be about, trying to serve each other. It's so easy to say no. Anyone can say no. Every time you say no, you're saying no to opportunity. All right, so she goes ahead and makes the delivery, and she was very proud to make this customer happy, and the customer happens to be up there visiting his family, so he got to see the flowers. Well, he texts me a picture of the flowers. The florist texts me they just delivered it almost simultaneously. The feeling that gave me was one that got me into the industry. 30 years, $5 million a year in sales, 52 employees, 12 drivers. I mean, all that are just numbers. Behind it all is the effort. It's the design. It's the completion. Now my passion gets up and it starts getting more and more, and I start overflowing with energy, and I want the whole industry to capture what I'm doing so they can do it. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not a good salesperson. I'm a great educated order taker. That's what I am. You need something, I know how to get it done. I will give it my best. But remember what I did. I set the expectation and then exceeded it by letting them know it may not be the Kinkade. I may not be able to get it done. I will give it my very best. So here's to a great 2024. If you want to speak to me, please send me a quick email. Call me, 941-250-5076. Let's talk. You never know what we'll come up with together. Happy New Year. Stay in touch with me, and I always look forward to exceeding your expectations.